I cleaned the garage today, so I don't know what I did with it. All right, we're about live now. Next couple seconds. Welcome everyone, just tuning in. We're gonna talk about this past week, some upcoming stuff, some games, recap some
Spring
games.
season.
Spring season's underway. There's definitely a lot to talk about. We'll see how it all kind of shapes up with everything. Um, we got Jokers in the house right now. We got our RS Media, Ricky. We also got Des coming on in just a few. So there's definitely going to be some key things to talk about. We're going to talk about some great games that happened this past weekend, um, and some kind of like official standpoints as well. Let me get my computer plugged in, and then we'll be kind of all set to go underway in just a moment. We'll get right into it. How was your guys' week one, though, overall? Great week one?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Just to see football back. Obviously, that's like what everybody wanted to see. So it's good to kind of get everybody back out there on the field. The teams that were out there this last Sunday. The obviously the fields were awesome. The teams, the games was pretty fire. And yeah, man, I think it went well. I can't say anything else other than I'm excited for this season. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. I mean, Ricky, if you haven't paid attention to Ricky's page, he caught. Ricky's going to highlight 3 games every week. He's going to kind of focus on, take some highlights of, and as well as we got some sideline content that we got going on too, right, Rick?
Yeah, that's in the
There.
works. It's in the works, yes, sir.
So, Ricky, I mean, from your standpoint off the bat, as the media side of things, how did you feel about week one? Did you feel like there was enough content to bring you excitement, or you kind of waiting to see what week two brings you?
Nah, it was pretty. The sideline was chatty. Everybody was seemed like everybody was excited to be back. Um, Overall, it was good, man. I'm excited for week two. Get those D1 guys. So if they put on a show.
yeah, they get to play at Arlington Heights, and if you haven't seen that field, it's pretty nice. So I can't wait to see them out there and kind of see what we can get on the highlight reel with them.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see that, let alone. But let's talk about week one, right? Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the first game that we witnessed, which was the Jokers versus Wild Boys. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's the first game we're gonna witness.
You mean for the Warriors, Jokers versus Warriors?
Yeah. See, it's the green. The green got me.
Mm.
I clicked the wrong button. See, I'm trying to be too savvy with it. So that first game, we got the Jokers versus 17-6. If you haven't, let's see if I can pull up some. If you haven't yet, check out Ricky's page. Even our Instagram, we got a lot of content out there. Um, I mean, Ricky, you watched that game. What's your take on it before we get to Kendrick and his in-game kind of point of view?
From the Jokers are back, man. I mean, they got the people that were over on the other team last year, so or not last season. Uh, that I I think they might go undefeated in my opinion. Yeah, they looking good. Alex looks good. The guys from Glory Boys over there looking good.
He said Glory Boys.
I mean, aren't you guys? Yeah, you guys play Glory Boys, right?
I mean, we did, but we not like. I mean,
Oh yeah. But I know you guys are Team Jokers.
we joined forces with my homie Trail. Like we played with it was a Glory until Jokers came back.
Right. Yeah, you guys took a season off.
Yeah.
No, but you guys look good.
That's basically him saying, "Hey, man, we ain't affiliated with that. We've been Jokers the whole time."
Let's get into
Don't do it like that because that's how niggas get to the words. Like that's my boy. Like we rock with Glory Boys for sure. Like that was the homies always and forever. Like but everybody knew when Jokers came back. We've been saying it. We talked about it in the chat. Like we just finding a
Yeah,
home until the OG
Jokers are
home.
back. We're not talking about Glory Boys, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
mean,
talk about the Jokers here because your first game, you guys, you win 17-6 over a Warriors team that's a little bit different than the past Warrior teams that we're expecting. Not a lot of the same faces over there, but I would say not to say a lot of the same faces at Midwest Jokers as well. You guys got some talent over there that you guys added.
yeah.
And to put up 17 points against a Warriors team, like I said, Warriors, they still got guys who have played in the league, some veterans over there. So it's not a pushover team, but you guys, seem to handle them pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, this this goes back because like we was rolling before Alex tore his ACL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew that. We was putting up points. We was guns blazing, and we it sucked seeing our boy go out. Like I know everybody got their feelings towards Alex, but that's our guy. So like it kind of sucked, and the team was the same. So we were just excited. Like we've been talking about this for the last few months. We didn't care who we played first. We just knew that we was gonna come out. I mean, we practiced a few times. We scrimmaged some guys, and I ain't gonna lie, we was getting our caps peeled back on the scrimmage. Trying to knock out some cobwebs. So at first we was kind of second guessing ourselves, but we just had to be like, man, look, we know who he is. We know who we got. We show up 7 a.m. Game at 8. We putting in work. We warming up. And, we was telling Alex to do your thing. Like, you talking about a guy that's coming off of ACL tear. And I don't know how many of y'all done that. That ain't easy. I haven't experienced it physically, but, like, I know, outside looking in, especially for a QB to come back. Like, we was nervous, so I know he was nervous. But, like, we kept our guys sane, and it was just good kind of seeing him back on the field and actually slinging the ball. But, like, we started off slow. Like, we was rusty. Like, we was unsure. And I think we kind of first possession, we didn't go as complete as planned. I think we did end up scoring. I can't remember how it went. I just know we put up 7, and we just, from that point on, if you was at the field, you knew we was back because about 60 seconds – about 5 minutes to the game, my boy was already on the sideline chirping. So with the other team, so Jokers is definitely back.
Well, like you said, Alex is coming off of that knee injury, and like you said, it's very hard to kind of determine how you're going to feel when you come back from that. You could tell he was a little hesitant to kind of let it loose a little bit, I would say. But I mean, as the season goes on, he's going to get a little bit more comfortable and used to that, and you're going to see, I think, a better version of him as the season progresses too. So that's going to be fun to watch.
Nah, we ain't. I mean, y'all on teams, it's just all about like the flag team flows through a QB. So if he's playing with confidence, and that's basically all we kept saying, bro. Like, I mean, stop thinking about your damn ACL. Like, you out on the field now, so don't rock out. You make a mistake, it's good. We gonna come back and get it right. And he just started playing, man. Like, he was running, scrambling. I was like, man, have me nervous. Like, calm your ass down.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like, I don't know how his rehab was, but that second game for sure, he was running. There was flag pulls on him that were like close to knee contact. I got all on video and stuff, so I was like, man.
But y'all gotta remember, man, that's you talking about a fired up freaking 21, 22-year-old, man. Like he been grinding, working, bro. My man been in the lab, bro. I can vouch for that. Like, we talk on a regular. Like, he in the lab, he working out, he sprinting. Like, he been fighting to get back on this field, bro. Cause I think, especially him seeing us play with other teams and stuff, had him like, damn, I gotta get my boys back. So he worked the hella hard, and it kind of showed because like you said how stiff he was to start, and then how loose he was moving. It was like, shit, what ACL, man? Get moving.
I mean, I would look back at a bunch of the videos, even like watching it live happening. I felt like that was pretty much, I feel like he picked up where he left off in that spring game. It's the spring in-season tournament, that game. Like, I genuinely felt that way. I don't know. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with throughout the season. I mean, you're talking about that next game following you're talking
Warriors.
Oh yeah. Now look, I'm respect towards Warriors. I ain't gonna talk shit, These motherfuckers know how I'm getting down. I can't stand this damn Venom, bro. Because they, hey, that's why you heard me, Ricky. It ain't fun when the rapper got the gun. These motherfuckers felt so good when I was at QB. I ain't no damn QB. I was just out there trying to make do what we didn't have. And now that we got our squad back, you see the outcome, man. Like, they not fucking with us. They will never fuck with us. And I stand on that, bro. Like, it was.
Yeah, that game seemed personal.
It definitely was. They've been talking for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Steve gets people going, it seems.
Look, they went and played in the damn two-hand touch league, bro. I knew they wasn't ready for this smoke that was coming this way, bro. They wasn't ready, bro. Them motherfuckers left to go play in the touch league, dog. That shit weak. They ain't been in the lab, man.
They went 0-2 on the first day.
0-2, bro. I told them, and I was a couple cats on the team that I from cool. I told them straight up, bro, y'all, that two-man touch Steve scary, bro. That shit ain't get him ready, man.
Your team can improve on the second half.
Sorry, I'm clicking.
He got the on-field. Hey, look.
Hey, this is Ricky. Hold on. Can you guys let me see?
That was the quickest interview ever.
Week one.
Can you hear that right now?
Yeah.
Hey, that's me. Damn, I'm ugly as hell.
I only gotta walk 10 feet to get to the field.
Yo, just make this the home field, bro.
Feels great, man. You know, out here getting dubs with the jokers and shit, man. Shouts about Ricky.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to bring this up because I'm pretty sure at some point he has you saying those words in this
I
clip.
think DJ talking about himself.
I made up for it. I put my guys in the right spot.
Look, I.
Hey, Joker's back, baby. Joker's back.
No, everybody. I see you fucking did.
Hey,
no son either. No son.
I think they were talking about Fredo's drop ball.
The house is over there. Now we got the
Oh, all right. So here we got the Venom.
I don't want to lose this field for some stupid bullshit. I don't want to
Valid, Mike. Valid. We don't want to lose anything for stupid stuff. Have fun. I think I can't wait to see more of these content that we're going to be doing.
Hey, did you just see Steve? I think he was trying to put his flags underneath his shirt.
Man,
Don't start with that. Don't start with that. Jeremy, we got to talk about something later, too, by the way.
LJ, bro.
Start with
I know this. I don't care about look at that playing shit, bro. I don't care about the camera.
We be cool any other time. I don't know. That's my dog though, but you know, he ain't wearing his suit arm sleeves today. That's why he a little mad. Look at.
Because you talked to me when I got
Defense, let's go.
Alex got his ACL torn. It was ha ha ha. Hey, talk your shit. Talk your shit. What do I care? I tore my ACL back. I shouldn't be winning. I should be losing.
Bro.
Here it goes.
For real.
Here it goes.
I get
Put it on the shirt.
That should be 2 touchdowns. If I hit 2, that's a touchdown, kid. I never will forget when they sent us home in playoffs. It was ha ha ha. Alex, you see what happened? I'm limping. I'm on crutches. They ain't talking that shit no more. They ain't talking that shit no more. Yeah, let's go. Hey, finish on 3. Finish on me. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Hey, Alex, my Optimus Prime, bro. Come on, man. What my cleats say? I'm about to suit him back up, bro. Fuck it.
But,
Let's get it.
man, I mean, it was at the end of the day, you guys put up 17 points in both games opening week.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what you guys did.
There was a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Shout out to my man Jesus, bro. Having a kicker, bro. He missed. I think he only missed 1, and I ain't gonna lie, it's because we had a dumbass 15-yard penalty that we deserved for sure. So we made the field goal, the 2-point conversion a little harder for Jesus, and it still was almost good. But he kind of helped us open the floodgates, man. Putting pressure on them to score. Like, we got in the red zone, we made big plays. The freak shoot. I ain't even talk about offense, bro. Our damn defense, dog. Like, they did not break. You know, even when they gave up a big play, they came in the clutch, bro. A lot of turnover on downs. We gave up one crazy, like one. I ain't gonna call it fluky, but it was definitely like just a little coverage break. So shout out to defense. You know, they came in. The biggest thing is pride, and y'all know it. People been on teams like it was like. Everybody swallowed their pride. We ain't had no crying on the sidelines. We had nobody whining about playing time. We was deep on the sideline. Everybody had a solid rotation. We in sync. Like for the first game, it felt like we was in sync. Like everybody kind of sharing, showing love. keeping it just
First game
like
back.
excited to play football, man. Like it don't usually be like that for most teams. So definitely was nice to see that in 2 games. So we excited. Chat kind of they lit, man. That coming out hot, playing really. I mean, arguably probably 2 of the better teams in D2 right now that we will face. Like we came out and we beat Warriors and we beat Venom. Wild Boys would be. I mean, they're Wild Boys. Like they always show up. They organize whatever it is. What it is. Hey, but speaking of I gotta respond to LJ. We got a guy that just came out from freaking LCL tip, bro. Like we was chilling. Got to see where he at, and the whole D2 D1 talk. So y'all think?
I think there were more talking. I could see what LJ talked about, but Xavier Gas, you can only play in 1 level. 2. I don't know if you saw.
Wait, what happened?
They were asking if you can play on more than 1 level. You can only play on 1 level. But you're talking about after that game, you guys Venom had to play that doubleheader. And then they went and lost the game 13-6 versus Venom.
Versus Caught Looking.
Y'all call it.
Yeah, Caught Looking. Venom lost to them. Sorry.
Man, that man Justin was out there, man.
Dude, look, what? Where the hell is Ricky's thing? Dude, Justin did what Justin needed to do out there.
Yeah.
He played hard. He
has Cooper Cup on the squad. They're gonna win that shit,
bro. That is definitely Cooper Cup, bro.
Yeah,
dog be out there getting
Nick
active.
is good.
He get out there getting active, bro. And then you come with a 1-2 with fucking Tyler, bro. Tyler, big Brian Urlacher ass be out there running routes and shit. Like his ass gets.
It was a nice 1-2 punch. He keeps it.
It's crazy because you look like they got the eye test, bro. They don't pass the eye test because they be out there wearing all kinds of bullshit, but be out there fucking us up, man.
Bro, this guy right here, bro, he came in at halftime and scored a touchdown right away.
Literally, he was in for 2 plays.
Great as hell.
I was like, what the fuck?
Tyler is a dog.
Hey, what's his face? He said he ain't even stressed though. Like his ass just came in, got out the car,
pump and go.
Like, come on.
I think he just got off a plane too. He said, I think.
Get out of here.
I swear to God, I believe he said, I just flew in. I can't believe I made it. It's halftime, and he scored.
Yeah.
What is that guy talking about? QB's flags are illegal as hell. How are they illegal? Oh, because they're turned a little bit?
Yeah, it just cried because
Hater.
I'm gonna guess that Venom was upset about that one.
Yeah, Venom was upset about the Jeremy one.
Jeremy was in the damn zone, bro. It don't matter. He wouldn't he caught the ball.
No.
I mean, here's the thing: the flags all week 1. You know how it is when it's cold. It was getting warmer. People had longer shirts. So as people played, sometimes when they moved or made moves, the flags came above their shirts, and that was going on every side of the ball. I hate the whole flags were over. It's this that. I'm like, and then Jeremy got his first. He got the Comish comment. I died laughing when that happened. I was like, he was like, damn, I didn't expect that to happen so quickly.
Look, I mean, like I said, I think it's funny because he says that in the highlight, and then the next highlight that he got sacked on, his flags are underneath his shirt. See, as big.
I was about to say, Steve has to stay doing that shit.
Bro, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. He wants to complain about something.
I think it's just not even just Steve. I think it's everyone in general. For some reason, flags, when it comes to the shirt, like people get really anal, even if the person is literally fixing their shirt. I think at one point they were even arguing Alex's flags because his shirt was rolling up on him, so it looked like it was going underneath. But that shit was skin tight.
You only complain about the flags when you miss the flags. That's the only problem.
No, always. It also don't help some little hefty folks be having that little tuck around the waist, between the belly and the hips and stuff. So it just be like it kind of the belt just sits in that little crease.
Steve acting like he don't know. You're
talking about even like the newer belts. Those clips on the newer belts are getting pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nobody could pull it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, who's that? They was talking about getting Buddy kicked out the game. So
they said he tied it, but they said he tied it.
Yo, the ref went to go pull it. He was like, "All right, you gotta go."
Hey,
Yeah,
because
and
when
then
he,
it came
hey,
over.
he did pull it.
Yep, you gotta
Hey,
go. We're like, no,
Because
no,
when
no,
he
that's
did
not
pull
fine.
it, that flag did not come off. It must did look like it was stapled, bro.
Yeah,
Like, that
Dude,
shit
it literally just the clip has. I'm like, it was a standard clip too. I think they bought it from Empire. And I was,
I think Mike looked at like the clip for like 3 seconds just to make sure like it didn't.
No,
he's like, "There's no way, bro."
bro,
There's no
he
way.
yanked the shit out that belt, boy. That belt didn't move, right? I
Yeah.
thought he was on to something too, man.
Yeah,
I was like, no way. Already week one, but and we're talking about, another close game. You did have that caught looking beat Venom 13-6. And then we also had the Wild Boys. Damn, bro, I'd be clicking the wrong button and say, I'm sorry, everyone. Wild Boys beat caught looking in OT. This was a good game.
That was lit, bro. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
was a really
That
good
was
game.
good.
yeah, that caught looking. We had some
Dude, the Wild Boys
opportunities to
touchdown on this
capitalize.
was insane.
Dude, I'm surprised there wasn't a highlight on that. That dude was dropping passes all day.
The man, I told him, that dude, he
Bro.
had definitely a
He had a rough day,
highlight moment, bro.
and then all of a sudden,
He dropped
every
between
ball.
two guys.
Hey, he dropped the punt, the kick returns, the the catches, and then game job, man. Like he came.
And then he catches the tip off the deep ball and runs it back,
Hey,
bro. That's what he
but I will
needed in
say-
that moment, though. He needed.
Hey,
it.
Jeremy, bro, y'all was in the red zone like a lot that game.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like y'all moved the ball, like y'all had a lot of chances to kind of take it
gotta
away.
capitalize. You just got to capitalize. I think that's one of the things that people don't understand is one of the hardest parts in flag football is that red zone. Just to get in there and just try to put touchdowns on the board. It's not that easy. You got the defense tightens up, especially if you got some athletes on that defense. It's not as easy to get through there. But yeah, it was a tough battle, but it was a good game. It's going to be fun down there in Rec and kind of see what happens. I think Jokers are kind of the top dogs right now, the way they looked and came out, firing like they did. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see what everyone does.
Yeah, D3 Rec, quote unquote. I think D3 is probably the most up for grabs at the moment. Out of three, I don't think you can really predict a winner. I mean, because you're talking about Wild Boys had the overtime win, and then they go out and they just give it to Immortals, a brand new team, 23-0. They handled their business. I watched this game. It was a very good game. A lot of great plays. They just did what they had to do. Wild Boys came out on a mission this season.
Yeah, I mean,
Shark Week.
Yeah, Immortals are new people too, or is it just
Immortals?
I've never seen them before. I was watching them warm up.
It's Tyler. Just he went and got a bunch of his homies and did a lot of.
Like, he got a lot of guys. He don't just got a little. He got a lot.
They got a little baby Cooper over there too, man. I think his name is Coop. Actually, he was out there getting jiggy, man. That was
I just sent you the link, JD. Get him down here. Get that started over there when we get into those. And then the next game we're talking about right after that big game, a game that I knew it was going to be a close game. A-Town came out on top 6-0. Immortals just couldn't get the ball rolling, in my opinion. They couldn't get in the end zone. And Spartans capitalized.
Wow. So Midway Immortals at least kept it close on this one.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a close game. But, it's basically a branch off. So they knew a lot of the scheme. So it just depends on exactly. As I think Immortals have as we'll see when we talk about this week's games, they have a statement game this week where they need to put some numbers on the board to show that, hey, we're here in the league, we're ready to ball. They had a Wild Boys team that just had one game to kind of get stuff going off that hype. And Wild Boys ran with it. And then in the second game, they kept it close with A-Town. And I think the touchdown didn't happen until late in the game anyways, if I don't remember correctly. Jeremy, you saw this game. We're going to go over to Olympic Park. Phantoms, Rumple Pegs. What did you see for the most part?
In this game, you saw, domination by Phantoms over a Rumple Pigs team that's, is still building. they're a young team that's building. And I actually talked to the guy that runs it, and he was telling me, he'd rather take these kind of losses than, the 18-0 wins or 20-0 wins against teams that are not as superior. But you can tell that they looked a little bit like they shouldn't, or they weren't ready for it, obviously. But like I said, they competed. They moved the ball a little bit. Phantoms team is a tough team. So in the end, you see the score 18-0. Phantoms had the game the whole time, but Rumble Pigs kept battling. They didn't back down. They kept on coming back. They kept battling. They played hard all throughout the whole game. It was a battle. Like I said, it wasn't just like, Phantoms are going to come over here and just roll them. Rumble Pigs kind of put up a little bit of a fight, but it's good to see what you still need to be a top tier team. So it's good for Rumble Pigs to take these losses on the chin like this. So, I think it's going to be good for them moving forward.
What up, JD?
What's the word, Sappy?
Welcome.
What up, JD?
Des is supposed to pop up here in a little bit. I don't know where he at though. Des said he was going to hop on with us.
We don't need that. We don't need Des on here.
Well, speaking of Des and New Wave, they beat Phantoms 12-6. I rewatched this game. New Wave had a trick play, direct snap, ran that shit back.
Man, Giuseppe, that should not trick. They've been doing that shit.
I was just gonna say, JD, that ain't trick no more. But it's what they've been doing for a while. But yeah, I mean, it was a fast right off the bat. They scored. BJ took it to the house, pitched it back, and actually got in there. Like, it was a really good game. But yeah, New Wave came out and kind of punched him in the mouth right away.
And then Dom ran in their second one.
Yeah, Phantoms came off that win against Rumble Pigs, and you're going against New Wave now. So it's definitely, they knew there was a different game. They knew they were seeing kind of a little bit more of their equal than somebody who's lower level. So it was kind of, they were ready for the game. Both teams were missing some guys, so there really wasn't too many excuses that either team could give each other. It was a good game all in all, and New Wave came out on top.
Yeah, I mean, Tap did a thing. I know he did that long deep pass that got them to 6 towards the end of the game. Dom ran it in the second half. I think it was definitely a hard fought game. I think that's a hard week one game in general. Do you feel that Phantoms having that doubleheader, this was maybe a little bit of disadvantage to them this week one, or do you think it was just kind of like, because New Wave had a doubleheader as well?
Phantoms getting low, man. They just need one game a day.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. At this point in time, I think they've been playing, flag football for a while. Doubleheaders don't mean nothing. They knew that New Wave was looking forward to them, and I think they were looking forward to the New Wave game as well. That was kind of like, I think, the game of the week if you kind of look at it. Two big name teams going at it. So yeah, I wouldn't say that the doubleheaders had anything to do with it. Again, that's me. I didn't play in the game, but they looked like they were both ready for each other. So.
Yeah. Well, then you had the New Wave Alphas game. New Wave beating Alphas 22-7. They did what they had to do.
Yeah.
New Wave came out. They rode that wave for the whole weekend. They said, Ricky, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
They made sure to tell Ricky to shut the hell up.
Who did?
DJ did. The shit talking page.
They said they were going to go 1-1. They said they go 2-0.
Oh, New Wave. Yeah. I knew they were going to beat Alphas. It's the Phantoms I had going to win.
No, they ain't beat Alphas. They whooped the shit out of the Alphas.
Yeah, I predicted that. I thought Phantoms was going to take that W, though.
I don't know if I was actually
watching that game early. I just feel like New Wave wanted it more.
Yeah. See, and this goes back to what we were just saying. I don't think it mattered to them that they had a doubleheader because they had Phantoms and then they had Alphas, and they did what they had to do in both games to get that W. So, I mean, you kind of can't say anything for the first game of Phantoms not being ready for New Wave because they had the first game. In this game, you kind of look at it as, because Alphas is not a pushover team. Alphas is a team that is a traveling team. They have good ball players over there. So it's not like they weren't ready for New Wave and they didn't know what they were expecting. So New Wave, I just feel like they kind of wanted to make a statement game here, maybe. going into this week. I'm not necessarily sure because they going 2-0 against Phantoms and Alphas, going into a third week against 4TF. Two of these three games, those are big time games. So it's going to say a lot coming out of this third week or second week to see how they are actually doing here.
Yeah, I mean, Alphas, they had a rough game there against New Wave. New Wave, they had a mindset, especially with the way how fall ended, and then going into nationals, coming into now, and I think they're ready to make a statement. And same with 4TF. If I'm sure JD would agree, I think a lot of people are it's a statement season for everyone. I think this spring is after nationals and the way it's going to kick off and lead into the way the tournament plays out over the summer, especially how important these individual games matter a little bit more in this spring season because you're not playing the same teams multiple times. You play, one D2 team multiple times, but you're only playing your conference once. So that those games matter a little bit more for that final seeding. But then you got that D2 division conference matchup, the Alphas versus Backyard Bullies. Alphas taking it 14-7. If I'm not mistaken, Bullies almost had a last second touchdown. They just can't, and they just came up short. Alphas held them. JD, you were there right before that game. Can you give us any little bit of recap on that?
Yeah, you really hit it right on the head. To be honest with you, they just came out more than to be honest. I think I came a little bit after the second half. I mean, a little bit beginning of the second half. And yeah, you really just hit much on the head. To be honest with you, I wasn't shocked by that game.
Yeah, it looks like Alphas, I mean, obviously losing the first game, they kind of want to come out here and get a win under their belt for the first week, having two games like this. And, against a Bullies team that they're going to be seeing pretty much all year long, they have to – it's kind of a good win for them. But Bullies had a good week all in all, even going 0-2, like you said, to have a last-second almost touchdown. I believe you can say that was both their games to have them – both games were close. So they have to, keep putting some things together. But Bullies are one of those teams to watch out for in the comp or in the Division 2.
Yeah, I think Division 2 in general has a lot of matchups. I mean, you're talking about the way Bullies, came that second game, had another close game against 4TF. 4TF pulled it off with a 6-0 win against the Bullies. I watched a little bit of that video. Shout out to Get It Bussin'. If you haven't yet, he posted these two games. Let me see if I can get him up for us on his page real quick. But I mean, JD, since you're here with us, what was your take on this game? Do you think this score reflects how you guys played?
We honestly, I told the team after the game, after both games that we had, actually, I didn't like the way we played. We came out flat. And both teams that we did play, I really don't think either team should have scored on us. So shout out to them for even scoring on us to 6-0. We honestly should have scored at least twice, or not three times on them. We came out flat. Mind you, we haven't had practice or games after nationals, so that was really like our first time together after nationals too. But it's just, and like I said, shout out to Bullies for really just holding us 6-0. Because like I said, we supposed to score 2-3 times. You ask me.
Yeah, I came for the second half of that game. From when I was watching, it looked like they both were kind of it looked like they were stalemate to kind of move the ball a little bit from what I was seeing. Both lines, defensive lines did really well. DBs did very well on both sides of the ball. It was kind of a defensive battle back and forth, and then offense, it just looked like they both were kind of moving the ball a little bit sluggish in the second half from what I saw. Bullies had a chance at the end, and it was very close. Came down to almost literally the last second to tie the game. So, and then 4TF made a great stand at defense to stop them to win the game. So it was a good game. The second half, like I said, I didn't see the first half, but I did see the second half, and it was a good game. It was a battle. 4TF their defense stood up when they needed to, made a stop, and walked away with a victory. So that's all you can ask for when you have a close game like that, because there's going to be games like that where it's going to be that tight. One play can swing it. One play either way could be the game. So,
no, 100%.
Yeah, we were talking about that second game they played. Sorry, guys, I'm learning new tricks with the.
You got ads on shit now?
No, like so I can do a lot more with the system that I'm using now. So I'm trying to learn it a little bit better. I've only had a couple of times, but we're gonna get better as you see. We've transitioned a little bit with the graphics, but that 16-7, like how you said, what Neighborhood Hero scored as well. Shout out to Get Up Bussin for going. If you haven't yet watched his thing, I was gonna put it on the background, but it doesn't look like it wants to load for me right now. Well, it's loading, but I'm being difficult.
This was a really good game too. Again, I think in this game too, 4TF's defense pretty much is the difference maker in this game. They had a pick six, which was probably one of the best plays of the weekend that I can think of seeing. It was bang bang. It was 100-yard return, great blocks down the sideline, which sprung them free. It was an awesome play, and that was the difference in this game. Not just the difference of the score, but also what we will back to earlier with what they were saying is a kicker means everything. And right here, this is the difference right here. So it was 7-8, I think, going in before that pick six. If that pick six doesn't happen, that's probably a touchdown. So those points right there, those kicks, those 2 points that
I was
Fortier
kind of
had.
confused why they did that too, though, because they scored and we was already up 8-0. They scored and they instantly went for one. I was kind of confused why they did that, but whatever. They obviously got it. Congrats to them. But I feel like it would have been tougher if they would have went for two at the 10-yard line. I don't know. I don't think they would have got that on my defense, but I was kind of confused.
Yeah, I was going to say because they got that fourth down possession to score that touchdown, which was a hell of a catch in the end zone. But like I said, I think you're right. I don't think that they thought they could get the 2 point because they didn't even talk about it. They went for one right away, even being down two. They went for one, but then they made that great play on defense a little bit later. I mean, they played pretty well. Their defense, like I said, Neighborhood Heroes is a team that came in at just won D2, I think, last year, correct? Or last season. So they're a team that's, they got veterans over there. They got teams that have played. And they put together a good game, but that defensive line for 4TF stopped them when they needed to. The defensive backs made great plays. So yeah, there's nothing more to say. I think defense really put their stamp on this game for 4TF and pretty much took over and said they're not losing this game.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 4TF, Neighborhood Heroes, a matchup that a lot of people were kind of speculating about this week, because they didn't know how Heroes was going to come out against them. And I think they held their own for the most part. But I do agree that going for 1 and not 2 points is a little, kind of like head scratcher a little bit.
Right, because 4TF's got a kicker over there. So they're almost guaranteed 2 points with that kicker every single time that he walks out on that field. So if you're going to go for 1 every single time against a 4TF with that kicker, you're going to be down every single time they score.
And that could be the determining factor for them, where they're used to teams that don't kick. So, because there's a lot of teams that, that 4TF just got better. Well, I guess we're going to have to see that this week and see if that's true, though. And we're going to get right into that now. Let's kick it off with the first games of this week. Jokers, Wild Boys, 2-0 in D3 right now. Kendrick, you still on with us, my guy?
Yeah, I am.
So we're going into this 2-0 game. You guys are here to kind of, take that charge in the standings. Guys, set the tone against Wild Boys. Wild Boys are hot as well. How do you think this game's going to shake up for you guys, and how is your team prepared?
I mean, we're gonna play what's in front of us. Like, we got our system in place. We coming in hot with some confidence. I mean, we played 2 tough teams off rip that we handled pretty well. So, like, I think we got a lot of confidence that we can handle Wild Boys. I mean, I don't think there's no deep history with Wild Boys, but shit. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think I got Midwest Jokers. I do.
Like that's it. Like it's Wild Boys.
I'm curious to see how your guys' D line goes up against Wild Boys' O line.
I got them Jokers, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got them Jokers. They play.
I mean, bro, we done played. I don't know how many times. Like, our defense, we added shit. We got better since we played them last time. So, in terms of just adding new faces, and we played them pretty well the last couple matchups we seen them. We was just like, regular jokers. Now we just OG new edition Midwest jokers. You know what I'm saying? So I think that our guys are coming in prepared, bro. I don't know. I know Wild Boys added some new faces. Had a guy chirping after the game. I don't even know who he was, but we're gonna see come 8 a.m. sharp. You know how we get down.
Exactly.
I think you guys should be able to handle yourselves.
Yeah, we'll be fine, man.
I think you guys have a top dog receiver in Expo. If you just get him the ball, you're gonna win. You're gonna win a lot of games.
Hey, you gotta play that clip, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Expo scored on that. I don't even know dude's name. He scored on that DB. That's when we got that 15-yard penalty. Bro, he smacked his ass with the ball twice, bro. He smacked him with the ball twice, bro. Hey, and I will say this. Hey, I don't know who these refs is. There's some two new refs, bro. We was talking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We would have probably been sit up out that motherfucker if the old crew was there. So these new refs letting us chirp a little bit, letting us get down. Yeah, we got a little flag, but he gave us like 5 warnings and we kept going. So we deserved it. But you got to play that. If you find that clip, you got to play it. Expo had a nice ass catch on him.
That's skinny.
We all
let him know who he is. Walked away, tossed the ball again. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there was like, that's how you start a season.
Expo, not the little one.
Yeah, facts.
You feel me?
No, that was a great play. I mean, we're gonna see what he does if you guys keep it up. That old ass is 10 o'clock. My ass start yawning. My bad.
Old out there.
But we're talking about that 9 a.m. game, the Rumple Pigs versus Grizzlies. I think this is going to be a close matchup. I'm going to call it a toss-up.
Yeah, I think Rumple Pigs is going to get their first win here.
Man, I'm going Rumple, baby.
Yeah, I got Rumple Pigs. I think Grizzlies, like I said, I'm not sure. I didn't see the Grizzlies, so I'm not sure who they all have on their team. But
who own the Grizzlies?
I don't know.
Who is the Grizzlies? That's Mark's team, right?
Yeah.
It's Mark and mine.
If they don't got nobody guard Cooper Kupp, he gonna go for 3 touchdowns on phone and grave.
Are you talking about Buddy Cole?
Yeah, that dude is.
You talking about Taz, boy?
Yeah,
Taz go crazy.
Taz
is that dude, bro.
Number 2, that motherfucker. Yeah, I think Rumble Pig's gonna take this game easily. I haven't seen the Grizzlies, but again, I think Rumble Pigs are just kind of. They've been really getting moving forward really well. They came from nationals. They didn't have a great showing, but they didn't have a bad showing, which is good because that's the type of shit you need to kind of move forward and get better each year. So,
yeah, I can speak for it because you know what I'm saying. I played with them in national. So I went with it. I ain't gonna lie, brother. They about business, man. They go like that was probably one of the smoothest. It was my first time going, but definitely like behind the scenes like. They handle business, bro. They had a plan, executed. They play. Should we play some decent teams? Win,
like
lose,
you said, they played very well against Phantoms. I know the score looks 18-0, but they played very well.
Yeah, I mean, Rumple Pigs are going to do Rumple Pigs. Grizzlies are going to do Grizzlies. I think it's going to be a close game. Just two.
You only saying that because that's your team, boy.
Hey, who throwing that ball for Grizzlies, bro?
You'll find out.
Oh, you want it?
No, Giuseppe is.
We're gonna talk about the next game.
I got
PG
versus Phantom. He gonna try to move on,
JD.
He's trying to move on, Jay.
Phantom versus
Hey, I'm doubling down on fucking Rumble.
PG's national
champion. Hey, you see how you went to the next game on the motherfucker?
Oh, bro. Hey, who throwing the ball, Step?
Sebi, tell me you're not playing QB, bro.
No, bro. Hey, see, now that's why my face covered again with the damn Northfield logo. I don't know what the hell I keep doing.
No, he trying to hide.
This is a good game. Look,
you can't find me.
But this is very close. It's very close.
Hey, but look, this is a good game, though. This is a good game, and like on some real shit, I got Phantoms.
Phantoms?
Yeah,
I am not going to lie, bro.
I got Phantoms, man. I hate VGs.
I know. I know. But listen. So Phantoms look again. You got to think VG's is a hot team right now.
Yeah,
I
they
know
is hot
Phantoms
though.
is Phantoms a good team, but VG's is hot right now, and Phantom did just
My
lose against New Wave. Now I'm not saying that it can't happen again, but it can happen again. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to take VG's coming out this game,
It's
and
not
I
gonna
think
be a-
that's going to
it's not
be
gonna be a
crazy to
blowout,
say
though.
that Phantom's going to go 1-2 in their first 3 games, but I do. I'm taking VG's.
I mean, we got to think about it too.
I got VG's neck to neck.
You got your fall
Mm.
rematch championship. Spring, you had summer, you had VGs versus Phantoms
Who know
in their
what I'd be tweaking.
championship. I don't know. That's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a big toss up. I don't know. The
It's going
national
to be a good ass
champions.
game. It's going to a
be
really
an
good
intense
fucking
game.
game. VG's had a week off. Phantoms has 2 games under their belt right now.
Now,
Like
remind
I
you
said-
guys, if you want to watch these games, you need to message your captains. We are going to private live streams to protect the game film from outsiders.
Captain's orders.
Captain's orders. So if you're gonna want to tune into the game, you could only get the live link from the captains or your team. It's
VG
not
said
going to
they
be
tired of
shared
people
publicly.
stealing their offense.
Wait,
out there.
I can't go live then?
Exotic film now.
You can be on BS, but you're live. Like your live won't do anything, Ricky. No offense.
Okay.
You can't see the full game.
Your
We're talking
DMs
about like
is
the full
blowing up,
game.
Ricky.
footage. Ricky can go live in the end zone. Not a lot of people are going to try to watch that, right? No, I'm just kidding, Rick. But the angle is going to be not what people are going to be looking for. They're looking for, I guess, VG's offense has been kind of mocked a little bit. And then same with Phantoms. I mean, we've been seeing it more and more. A lot of these out-of-state teams have been following the page. They have been following the games. And we just got to take that extra step to make sure that our teams get a little bit more advantage in these tournaments and big games. So this game specifically will not be aired on Facebook. So make sure to hit up your captains for that. We're talking about the next game. You got the 2 national champions, VGs versus Reapers. Man, I'm excited for this game personally. It's going to be a really good game.
So who you got?
I got VG's.
Fuck you talking about?
VG's 2-0.
VG's 2-0 on the day, Ricky?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
VG's is the face of Chicago right now. They can't lose.
I like
lose
Reapers.
to Phantoms and then would beat Reapers ass.
Yeah, I like Reapers. I like Reapers. I do. I really think that Reapers is a good team, but I think Reapers is missing some pieces that they had down at Nationals. So you're not seeing that national team here. Not saying that that's not a good team. What I'm saying is, I just think VG's, that team you saw at Nationals, is the same team you're going to see here. If that makes any sense to a lot of people. If you watch them down at Nationals, I think you kind of know what I'm saying. Reapers had some guys on that team that usually don't play with them out here. And I think that helped them down there. But I think here, you're getting left to the Wolves, and VGs are just going to tear you apart. That's what I feel.
Dang, so the comments all saying VG. So a lot of people are expecting VGs to take this one. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a really good matchup. It's going to be an intense game. I think it's going to be a close scoring game, in my opinion.
Yep. Let's see how that weather holds up.
Yeah, that weather is going to be a huge factor because I saw some rain now on Sunday. But
that could really help.
That can really change
or
things.
hurt a couple teams here.
Well, can the rain really hurt VG's offense because they're mostly a passing offense?
Giuseppe, I said it's going.
I'm asking a question.
It's either going to hurt or help.
All right, whatever. We're going to go to the game that a lot of people are excited for as well, the 2-0 D1 game. 4TF versus New Wave. This is the game of one of the games of the week as well. JD, I know you saying I think your name says F New Wave anyways.
Game of the season. This game here.
If y'all being honest with you, it's really exciting too because we really haven't played each other in a while. If we being honest, we haven't played each other in over 6 months.
There's a lot of dynamic.
We're waiting on that. You know, and everybody know how the 4TF New Wave games get. You know, it's like bring your popcorn type shit, and on some real shit. I don't give a fuck what league they in, D2, D3, D1. They can't fuck with us. And y'all gonna see that on Sunday.
Oh, so we're calling it 4TF going 3-0 after Sunday.
For sure.
One of these teams is going 3-0, at the end of Sunday, and whoever goes 3-0 will have the shit talking page going wild for a week or so, because this is that matchup that everyone kind of they tune into. They show up to the fields. They want to see the shit talking all week. They want to hear it back and forth. These two teams match up very well every single time they play each other. It is never a lopsided game. It is a game that literally goes back and forth. There's fireworks everywhere. From sideline to sideline, from end zone to end zone. This is the game to watch. I love this game. I look forward to this game every year. I used to be on a different side of it than this year, so this year I'm really looking forward to it, to kind of see the.
Is it because you're voting for New Wave?
Am I voting for New Wave?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like, because you said you're on the other side, so it sounds like
I'm on a different side to watch this game from. I get to see this from a different dynamic. I get to see two teams kind of go back and forth and not be on in a driver's seat on the other side. You know, everyone knows me. Jay knows me. I was fucking 4 all the way down. I would throw 4 up right away, but this time I kind of get to look back and see and watch what they do. So I'm more of a fan this year. And to kind of see what this game brings out. It's going to bring out the best in each team, and we'll see which way it happens. And especially with everything that's going on right now, there's a lot of bad blood between these two teams. A lot of jump ship, go to the other ship, you know, back and forth. Like,
I thought that happened.
Hey, I left my shirt over here. Can I come get it? Hey, but let me stay for a while. When I get mad, I'm going to go back to the other one because I got my shirt over there too. That's the type of, you know, game we have here, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I guess I could agree with that. I know what you mean, though. I feel like we have like a love triangle with certain teams where certain guys just kind of float from those 3 teams and kind of go in that consistent pattern. So
I think
it's very, very, very similar. But I think we all know who that is, right, JD?
Who the fuck y'all talking about? Put a name on it.
I don't think we can just put one name, JD.
There's no just one name.
I'm sure
we're talking about what you guys been talking about, saying how we got all these new additions.
I think we're talking about
what additions, JD? What additions?
What we talking about?
What additions, JD?
We just got Bridges.
I heard there was more than just that.
Y'all be leaving the internet.
We believe
Giuseppe, you probably know because you got the roster. When the roster's locked
this week.
No, all right.
The first initial.
Check the roster, niggas. Check the rosters. That's who on our team. Check
I just
the
want
roster.
to hear it from you, though. It's more fun that way. I don't want to be like all standpoint. Why can't you say? Why do you want people to want to expose it? Is that why?
No, it's not even that though. Okay, it's this more. It's more so like I don't really like the internet with motherfucker. He say she say shit. But believe what y'all want. Y'all see Sunday.
That's going to be a battle.
That's why I had to entertain it.
It's going to be a defensive battle.
I know, man. I'm pulling at straws over here with you today. You're being really PR. Freaking Get a Bustin' was saying we got the problem child on here, but right now you're being the good kid over there.
No, we got everything. Like I said, man, just check the rosters, man. It's everything y'all want is right there on the rosters. Check the rosters. They locked this week. Check the rosters, man. I'll just happy drop the rosters, man.
What JD is trying to say to the flag world guys is the rosters will be locked. So
that's all I'm saying.
Wherever the flip-flopping happens, after today, there won't be no flip-flopping. So
the roster's locked.
Locked. So right now, we just have
unless they want to leave a team and then they got to pay a fine.
There you go. And all
captains agreed on that, by the way. Yeah, all captains agreed. If you wanted to leave your team,
there's going to be questions, but until the rosters are checked, those questions are just questions. We'll see what happens in this year. We're going to see what happens after this game. We're going to see. I think, like I said, the winner of this game is going to have the upper hand in the division as of right now. So it's going to see whoever comes out on top here is going to be kind of the top dog in the record book right now for the season, and they kind of have the control of the division. So we'll see what happens.
Well,
it's going to be a tough-ass game.
New Wave standpoint, though. New Wave's their conference that sets them up for playoffs. They are 1-0 right now. 4KF hasn't played their division game yet. So New Wave can leave Sunday 2-0 in the division out of 5.
And they only play each other once, right? Division-wise. So
and that makes it just that little bit harder.
Yeah. because they got a big win under their belt against Phantoms. They get another win here against Fort TF. That's 2 big wins under the belt in the division, where you only have VGs and Reapers left. And I think, right, who else is the other team? That's it. So those are 2 big wins. You can get 2 more. You're pretty much running that division.
Seriously. But let's talk about the next game on our calendar. Following that, we got the Cult looking versus Warriors. Warriors looking for the first win. Cult looking for that second win. They got a doubleheader as well. Cult looking, if they're running at the cylinders they were with Justin behind there and not yelling at Jeremy and Jeremy not yelling at him for not stepping up in that damn pocket, I think they'll be great. Because I will say this, and you guys said it very well yourself. Cult looking, when they started arguing with each other, shit started going sideways. And then when they stopped arguing with each other, you guys figured it out.
Oh, you mean that tip pass that went for a touchdown?
Well, I'm just saying, because you guys, I mean,
that was a crazy ass play.
Justin even said it himself. He said you guys were arguing and everything kind of happened, and then you guys stopped arguing and you guys figured your shit out.
Yeah.
I feel like arguing is like the number one cause to like guarantee yourself a loss.
Oh, 100%.
Especially in flag. It's just like every game matters. And then you're talking about that last game you got Caught looking versus Immortals. Immortals looking to put up their first win.
Who the fuck is that?
Immortals, they're a newer team.
Oh, okay. Welcome.
Yeah, I think it's going to be rough for them this year. I think they're going to take their lumps. But with any new team, you kind of have to take your lumps. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I think overall, I think we're coming back to it. We're coming up on week 2. We're coming up on just seeing that the point where the roster is one. So you're kind of going to see the same players every week. People are starting to settle in. It's not, you don't got as much time to settle in. It's going to be intense. I think the next couple of weeks with us all being at Arlington Heights is going to be cool because we're going to see all the great talents. It's going to be very competitive. The venue's I think we're going to have a great turnout at the facility between everyone. And I think it's going to be a great week. And we're going to be back next week for the podcast. And maybe we'll get JD back on here for that one too. And maybe he'll be talking his shit, or maybe he not want to come on because he didn't.
Come back, win or lose.
Talk my shit regardless, man. At the end of the day,
You're going to talk your shit regardless?
I want a good game Sunday. I'll be back, man.
All right, make sure to find Ricky with that camera during that game. He's going to get you all those clips so he can get you out there.
Ricky has going. He can stay over there with wrecking shit.
If that camera go by that huddle, I want to hear all that. He backdooring bullshit.
I don't fuck with. Just don't get in our huddle.
He said, "Don't sell my plays."
Just don't sell my plays.
Don't sell my plays. You're too close to the huddle. I remember at one point with the live stream, I think I went like over the top on the huddles, and you guys got pissed off at me because you're just like, "Seth, bro,
bring back sideline cam."
Sideline cam. We might. Francisco is going to be running the live. He's most likely going to be behind the backfield. We're not going to do a live sideline cam. Most likely not. We're more going to do pre-recorded content.
Well, maybe because I'll be live on that side cam. That's the plan.
I mean, I guess because Ricky's kind of like our sideline cam in general. But the signal at Arlington was a little bit shaky last week, so we're hoping with the measures we're taking this week, it's going to be a little bit better for us. But overall, we're looking for another great week. If you haven't yet, make sure you try to buy your March Madness squares. You basically can win $710 off of a $40 square. So definitely, if you haven't yet, we're going to be selling them at the fields. If you're interested in Texas Roadhouse Peanuts, we're also selling them as a fundraiser for the league. And if you stop by Giorgio's today, I know I did. I got my calzone. Loved it. Appreciate you guys showing up for that fundraiser, everyone that was there. It was booming when I stopped in. And I'm excited for the future fundraisers as well. I mean, that's kind of it for today's show. As each week goes, we're going to try to add a little bit more segments to it. Something that if you guys do wonder, we are doing team stats, not individual stats. We're going to be doing team stats. So you should be seeing those pop up on the news feed shortly, especially on Facebook and Instagram. see what team has the most amount of sacks, what teams has most interceptions of the year, and there's even a BTA award. So if you got the biggest BTA, you might be able to get that belt. So we're looking to see a lot of competition this spring, and we're really looking forward to seeing all those teams out on Sunday. And hopefully the weather holds off for everyone. Come prepared. Just a heads up, I haven't got confirmation if they're going to be opening up those restrooms or not. They said that they were supposed to, but it's depending on the driving range. So if you need to go to the bathroom, try to go prior. But I do not know if they're going to be open or not because it all depends on that driving range over there. But appreciate everyone tuning in today. That's going to kind of wrap it up. Do you guys anyone got last things to say before we head out?
Go 4TF.
Go 4TF. JD, appreciate you coming on. Kendrick, I appreciate him coming on. Ricky, as always, my guy. And Jeremy, see you Sunday. All right, guys, we're heading out for tonight. Good luck this week. Good luck to all those other teams that have their week 1 in other leagues.